Yo, what up? We back with another edition of RPT, Real Prison Talk with Wes. And today we're going to talk about, it's prison adjacent, but it's basically something off my social media that I came across. And it just didn't sit right with me, didn't sit well with me. So I figured I'm going to bring it to my platform and I'm going to let the people decide right from wrong. So the end all the confusion and get to the beginning of this, it all started when I put a post on my Facebook. And the post was, I can't remember it verbatim, but the post basically said, drug dealers get more time than child molesters. And then it ended like, people ask for drugs. No child asks to be molested. And then I get a response from a young lady. I'm not going to put her name out there. It's common knowledge. Anybody could go to my Facebook page and see the post. But her response was, child molesters aren't robbing the banks that the drug dealers are basically robbing by selling the drugs. I don't even know what she's talking about, because when I first read the response, I didn't even really think about how much that doesn't make sense, because drug dealers sell drugs. We don't rob banks. I don't know how you take in that and putting a bank reference with a dude that's on the corner selling drugs. I should have just fried her for that. But instead, I calmly responded, how dare you protect a child molester? And I ended it with like, I hope you don't have kids or something like that, because her point of view was just so twisted. And then I know I had a couple of other people that seen it and wasn't too happy about it, and had the same confusion I had. Like, what the hell are you? Even because her response was, she's just coming at it from the bank's point of view. And even if that's true, that the timing was off. It was just such a poor distaste, because we're talking about a child being molested. And that's what I think I said. Like, how could you compare a bank to a child's innocence being ripped from them? That makes no sense to me. So I'm just going to put it like this. It's horrible if you get your money robbed. If you work for the bank and somebody robs the bank. I still don't understand what her logic was comparing that to drug dealers. She responded and says she's happy to respond. Maybe she'll come on here, because her last response was, I'm happy to explain. So maybe one of her comments might be one of the comments on here, because I will go back to my social media and personally invite her to this, because there is some clearing up that needs to be done. For one, what does a bank being robbed have to do with a drug dealer? For two, if a bank gets robbed, how is that the drug dealer's fault? That's one thing I would like her to explain to me. And then the $1 million question that I would love for her to explain is, how could you compare, even if the bank gets robbed, the bank is the victim, but still in all, that victim, even if everybody works in that bank got robbed and lost all their personal money, we're still comparing adult victims. When a child has their innocence ripped from them, when a child's molested, when a child's tampered with, when a child's hurt, this is a child victim. So when you bring up a child victim, how can you compare that with an adult victim? I'm pretty sure adults can take pain better than kids. And it's just like, I don't understand how you can even fix your face to say that. That's like, to me, that's like comparing something totally drastic with something, that's like comparing something that's very, 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 very bad with something that's just bad. That's like you come to me and tell me, oh, I just got shot in the head, and I say, oh, well, I just stubbed my toe. That ain't nothing. You can't do that. So I would love, and I told one of my homies, I said, you know what? Because I was so upset, I was so pissed off. I was gonna fry her on Facebook. Then I said, you know what? I'm gonna let you guys do it. I would love to hear you guys' opinion. This is, I always invite conversation and chatter on my YouTube page, but this is one that I would love to see you guys get passionate about, just as passionate as I am about, and I would love to hear your opinion. And if anybody feels that she's right, I would love for somebody to clear this up, bring me to the light, tell me, explain to me what I'm missing, what's going on, because it just makes no sense to me. If you're a child and you get hurt, somebody else cannot compare that to an adult victim. It's just not adding up. So I would love for the young lady, the beautiful young lady that mind is all cluttered and came up with this crazy response. I would love for her to come in and explain herself. And I would love to hear what all of you guys got to say. So please, if you have not yet, hit the subscribe button for one. Two, let me know what you think about this person that feels like the bank's money is more important than a kid getting, because it was a jail statement, because I was angered at how they give child molesters and child predators a slap on the wrist, but I got caught selling a few ounces of crack, and it's like, I got 12 years for that. Can you imagine how I feel sitting in the cell for 12 years for selling a drug that somebody came and asked me for? And I got a child molester next door that took a child's innocence that child did not ask for. Why do you think we beat them up? Let me not say that. Why do you think they have such a hard time in prison? Nobody likes child molesters. I don't know if this young lady is aware of this, but child molesters are not in. They never was. And on that note, I'm going to end this. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button. If you like the content, hit the like. I appreciate all the love. And until next time, peace.